Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone in the world you all are. It's your Blue Archive Gacha with my Miss Fish, beginner artist self-proclaimed, and your boy Tosan Yu. This is a Guerilla stream, nothing I have planned on the schedule, but I'm a little under time pressure since I have multiple things on my list that I have to do. One is Grand Assault, with the deadline tomorrow in the evening, and also with that Chokma Anniversary release, the tower clearing mode. And there's also the chance to get past floor 100, and also the same deadline here. And with my kind of setup, I'm capable on clearing 112, which I attempted 4 weeks ago. So I will be trying to do that, I think, today. Hope I can maybe do that. And also there's another deadline with which is one day after, which is here the guide task event, near event mission you could say, which is in 2 days midnight or so Tuesday midnight for me, and to read a little bit of a vain story. I'm not quite sure if I can do today or tomorrow, but but yeah, let's see what can be done. I will go first in with the Grand Assault here. I'm gonna go for some slack, easier homework instead of something that requires a lot of brain power and molding, since I'm not really able to pull that off, I suppose. I will be taking the reference from Shaxi. They have on their YouTube channel, and then gonna see how this will go. So I don't know how long this will take. Grand Assault will be pretty fast, I think, since I need to do one insane, one torment. I don't have to do one torment, but I lead a club where the requirement is that you should land platinum, and I think the current border regarding gold is 2 insanes, 1 extreme. Things I am capable of doing 1 torment, and it's a lot easier. Hello Arx Code, welcome. Let's go raids, yeah. Raid bosses in Blue Archive. So if some people are not familiar with that, it's tactical RPG, military tactical RPG on the mobile phone, and also has anime girls with guns. So, and with the story about a story cap with the heart. Think what I will do here is using Dihina, I suppose. The red explosive team should be something. I use Ryo and Kisaki. I use Mari. Idle Mari. This is a little bit easier to control with her. I will use an anniversary student with Oji-san. Swimsuit modes, and then another anniversary student with Dressina. Since this is city urban warfare, this is Hina's worst terrain, but she's still broken enough to just steamroll that. I think the order with the skills is Mari, heal the lantern as fast as possible, something like that. It's one of the easier homeworks. And then gonna see how this will go. This is on the ticket. I think a timer would be great, I think. So let's put that up. If this actually works. Actually it doesn't work anymore, right? Yeah, the plugin doesn't work. I have to update my OBS. Okay, then no timer, I suppose. Look at that way, I can't. I mean, I'm I played during the 3rd month of the when it's released. But yeah, but it's not really a whale account, you know. I have like a lot more students, but I'm not really spending on those packs here, you know. Like I'm like kind of a light spender nowadays with like the monthly, half monthly and 2-week AP. It's like about €7 with like some of the discounts I've like used. So yeah, it's like not that much. But still like good enough to like clear without putting way too much effort. If you're like pretty low, let's say with resources, then you kind of have like 2 molds, you know. Good to know. I mean, it's not really... Is it good to know that I'm like light spender or like a whale? Like it doesn't matter, I clear like the raid and that's it, you know. I just got back to it. Okay, cool. I mean, the gameplay can be like exhausting, you know. Like a lot of gachas can be exhausting for the dailies or like to keep up with the meta, because there are like ways to earn in-game like pull currency for the gacha, you know. And some people can get burnt out on like depending on how tight the gameplay will be. But there are like some ways to like earn that, and yeah. And if you put like effort into that, then you get rewarded, which makes sense, right? But yeah. And I for myself, I put like a little bit of effort. You don't have to do so much in Grand Assault, you know, since even if you do bronze, silver, whatever, you regarding of your ranking, you still get this temple ticket. But in Total Assault, you want to do a lot more effort, I suppose. Okay, R8 cost Imari, then Rio. Okay, Lantern sealed. R8 cost I can do that. Then Rio on Mari. If everything goes like well with the curse RNG, then yeah, I should be able to do it first try. We restart when the curse is on Dress Are, I think. I think I can continue with this curse on Hina. I think. Bad 9 cost Kisaki and Aru. Then it's 6 costs. 1 Hina. Mari of their basic, that's lost here now. And then Rio on who? Rio on Hina. Then die Hina copy. So I'm gonna pause spam here. This is the fastest way to like reload the EX skill. I like to like use it as soon as possible. Do that before like Hoshino's buff runs out. It's like kind of flickering now. Okay, it worked out. We groggied him, so no AoE, no curse. Actually, curse happened already. Hoshino and then Mari, like the next thing. Mari on the lantern, or should I wait? I'm really sure. Let's do it now. I might have wasted it. Rio on Hina. cost reduction already happened. Isaki on Hina, right? Activated the Hina copy. I think I know like what to do there now. I did like a little bit of a mistake there, but if you do like everything correctly, it's like kind of a clear around here. I'm molding a little bit. It's like attempt number 2 for now, but this is like pretty easy. And even if you do not get the final kill there at this timing, you still can like clear it. For now, I've like figured out how this works. At least like I went like through the muscle memory now. I still have like the notes, the lists on like the timeline of like skills on how you activate it, but yeah, it shouldn't be like too complicated by now. There's a long loading screen for now. Thing is, I'm not playing on Steam, I'm not playing on my mobile phone, it's like an emulator, and for some reason this has a little bit more trouble on like processing the data fast enough. But once the game is loaded up, it's in the battle, it is like working. But some things I have like to take slow. It doesn't, at least it doesn't like crash most of the times. But yeah. Okay, let's see. Hoshino as soon as possible. I'm gonna wait a little bit. The cost. And Mari on the lantern. Again. Okay, that's done. Then Hina on around 10 cost. A restart when the curse is like on Abel. Okay, it still works. Will be a little bit tight, but it can work. Okay, 9 cost Kisaki, Abel. And 6 cost Hina. Rio on Hina. Waiting for the buff to be fully applied. Things like Rio gives like attack bonus, attack buff. So now it's there. Did we hit Krogger? Yes, we did. Activating Hina. And then shooting is as soon as possible, like all the X skills. Before like Hoshino's buff runs out. And then one more. You can use macro, but you can get bad for it if you get like caught. I heard like some players use that, but I never myself I don't really do, since I think it's like a lot of work. And it's that work that you can get like excluded from the game for. I should have waited with the Rio. And then around here you could have cleared it. But I'm just like... What I will just do is activating Hina again. And then shoot it as soon as ready. And that's like enough. So it's like kind of a semi-speed run there. But next up will be like Torment, which is like the highest difficulty that Grand Assault has available. I kinda like wanted it to be like 2 Torments, 1 Lunatic maybe. And then you have like a really safe Bludgeoner. And you get like more coins. But yeah, I suppose like the way Grand Assault is like pretty easy in terms of like time scheduling. Regarding competitive players, maybe like not that great, but yeah. Gonna see what I can do for here. I can like do a screenshot, I think, of that here, I guess, for now, so that like people know like what I've already cleared and what not. But yeah, this is like pretty minimalistic. So how do I do this? To like attach that. For now I'm gold, but once I do like at least 1 extreme, which I will not do, is I will do like an torment. It's like safe. So I think can put it below. For now, this is the state of it. And then next up is Torment. Let's see how I will do this. We need... I'm surprised Kana is being used here, but I suppose it's like fast rotation, I suppose. Yeah, I looked it up, the homework, and it uses Kana and Nere. I think I can borrow a Nere for that instead of using my own. My own has like UE 40, not the strongest version yet, but I think like around the time Bina Lunatic might appear. I might like have like a UE 60 ready, maybe UE 50 at the minimum, but gonna like see. Gonna check, what is that? Piercing and elastic. Gonna sort after attack power. And then also filter of piercing, elastic armor. There is UE 460, yes, okay. There's that. And then skill order using Mari, Kisaki and Ryo. Then this should be like done. I'm not quite sure about the difficulty spike there, but the thing is like Yero has become a joke. Like because red is like so free now, and in yellow we have like things like Mika, for example. You could like go Mika, for example, when it has high amount of HP. I think like if you played like volume F, you know, and there was like the chroma raids. Do you know how easy Hero Torment Hero Color was? Chroma Hero. It was like the first boss to go down when like this event got like launched globally. With like the world raid, yeah, world raid. This was super easy. So I think even like in Torment it's gonna be like an easier side. You can do it like even better with like Nero here, the anniversary version. We're gonna like see about that, how brutal that is. And how much Anji. So you can auto the first skill. Then Rio and Mari. Then Tenkos, Kana, na Kisaki. Und Kana? Okay. Suppose so, you need a filler skill, huh? Then Kana at 10 cost on the purple lantern. It's not my homework. I'm just copying from someone. It's like a little bit weird, but sure. Do you have to crit here? No, you don't have to. Okay. 18.5. Then Kisaki and Kana again. Rio and Mari. When the cost has been reduced. Okay. Then Mari's copy. Once it's ready. To like brute force the lantern here. Like the more often you heal the lantern, the more critical damage resistance debuff stacks are like there. So yeah, like you will do more damage the often you heal the lantern. Like fully. It's like kind of the raid mechanic here. Not now. Kana on the purple lantern at 8 cost. I play like on 1 speed for now. But once you're like really familiar with that, you can like front triple speed. Thing is, like on Grand Assault, you can clear it on all one day and then sweep the rest. If you do the last day, then yeah, it's like less sweeping, less clicking you have to do. But it's like also risky if you're like on time pressure. I like do it better now than like tomorrow, then it's like less stress to deal with. So now there should be a curse coming. Mari is like supposed to heal that curse. Okay. Then Are and Rio on Nere. What now? 2 minutes 54? You use Nere, huh? Then buffer. Alright, and debuff that boss. You used original, not the copy, yes. It needs a little bit of setup to finally use a X skill to like do damage. Nere? Kisaki? Kana? Mari? Must be quick here, okay. Nere copy. Wait for her basic, huh? This gives like a little yellow piercing buff. So her yellow attack gets stronger. And now 40 million HP by the way. Now goes down. more than 5 million damage. Now when it's ready, I use like the next Nere. Nere's like best use with like Rio in combination. Okay, I can use it. Yeah, got the groggy. And in one go, we went like from 40 million to like 29 million. It's pretty like big. And it has only like 4 lantern debuff stacks there. Once like full, it might like do more than that. It probably will do more than that. We're like halfway there now. Like according to the notes. 10 cost I can do Akana. Okay, let's do it around here. Mari after she healed the lantern. Okay, she did already. Then we have like the full debuff stacks. With that. Then Onere before the cost is full. Then 10 cost Kisaki. Onere und the main DPS. Do with the copy. Around 10 cost. Then Are on Ere. And then wait for the basic here. So now this EX skill did like 7 million or so. Here was like 29 million. We got like down to 21.8. It's like more than 7 million HP damage. Okay, now wait for something from here. Like that basic skill to end. Because I buff from that. Okay, now I can use it. And then Kana, Rio, and then Kisaki. And we should like... oh shit, did I miss a little bit? Yep, I buffed like the wrong one. But it's like basically like that. When you transition and then end it there. It's pretty simple. The question will be like how the tower mode will like go. Okay. Automami and Rio. Can go like 10 speed, max speed here until I have to use Kana. Kisaki and Kana. Mm, 18.5 here with Mari, the lantern. Then Kisaki on Kana. Rio on Mari. Mari copy. On the lantern to brute force that. Then 8 cost Kana on the lantern. Then 10 cost Mari. Then heal Are. Then Are and Rio Onere. Yep, I did it right. 2 minutes 54.0. Okay. And this is that. Afterwards, buffer with Kisaki. Debuff with Kana. And then heal with Mari. So for like the max of 4 lantern debuffs. Wait like for the basic buff to come up. There it is, and then unleash their power. So 5 million, more than 5 million HP damage. Then use that. And 10 cost to Yudokana again. It's like less damage than before. On my first try. 10 cost Rio on Meere. Cost Kisaki on Meere. Okay, this was nice amount of damage. Wait for her basic. Okay. This worked out. Then Kana, Rio, and then Kisaki. And then should be able to transition, yes. Then 2 more Neres. Yep, that's game over. Okay, wow, holy crap. Alright, Grand Assault is cleared. Stream is like 35 minutes long, so this was like kind of the run here. Each ticket is like actually like 1 hour long. You could like mold for like a much higher score, but my goal was like to clear and get platinum. And when you do like Torment, like the highest difficulty in any raid, you're like pretty much safe, unless you're like on a Taiwan server or like Korean server. Or like Japan server even. Top 15. Alright, this is done. I really could go higher, but I'm not gonna do more than I need to do. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna sweep on all of those. But first of all, I'm gonna screenshot this here. And edit like the screenshot I've like edited there before. So this is now rank 50. Now I can like sweep. I could technically do more tomorrow, but like after the reset, but this is good enough for now. Like in Grand Assault I don't really care much unless it's like Bina. And also I need to have time. When like Bina came, I was like on a vacation, and mobile gaming is like not as good, sadly, like for molding. Especially like if you have to be really tight for your inputs, and it's like kind of a challenge. Like not that easy to like pull off. But now that this is done, next up will be final risk release here, and I'm gonna try to clear that. I will try floor 112. I think the way I will do it is like current floor 112. Does this work? Okay, something like this. Now go in here. there are enough people who already cleared that, which is good. But if we go like for things like above, there might be like cheaters. Yeah, look at that, people. You too can clear the highest floor on the Chogma raid. You just need like those students, you know? And they even did it on lower level. Skill issue, people. Just put in my effort, everyone. But yeah, obviously, if you played like the game for a decent amount of time, you don't know that those are like no realistic, like that's not really realistic what they pulled off here. You will like see if you like play actually like play that, you know, how impossible it is to like with those numbers. But yeah, let's go in here. I'm gonna see if I can like pull that off. This is like input heavy. I think I need... who do I need? Ah, here, high level Rio or high level Nero? Probably Rio. Rio's buff duration will be longer. Also, regarding that Shizuko, let's give her higher UE. Yeah, cover needs to be strong enough to like tank the fireball. Maybe I go like for T10, but the thing is like I'm lacking. I'm like pretty low on those, so I will like try without for now. But I will get the decrease attack thing like to max input. Attack decrease. Okay, how does it look now? UE 3 star, UE 2 star. Actually, you know, you could like do the gacha, the green tickets, not with like the blue tickets. Like get things done that way, but let's see. Okay, Rio, the best I can borrow is a UE 40. UE 2 star. Well, let's go with our friend's one. So you do Mari, Chizoko, Ui. I have to fix the translation for like the homework I copied. Ui, Reja, Marina. Eru. Eru. Mari. Okay, I'm a little bit silent since I'm like adding it in the notes of all the homework. So it's like a little bit easier to understand from my side. Sometimes I do like check the chat log in the Discord chat and like see what I can like absorb, but sometimes there's like nothing. Or at least I can't like find it easy by like the search tab, and then yeah. Like if I look like for example like for video homework, then I can like okay, in this channel, and like search for video, and then you have like something like that they're available. But if it comes like to a written timeline, it's like a lot more difficult. And one of the gamers who used like to have a website and like putting the homework up there, he doesn't, the account got like banned, and there's like not much reason to like do those high efforts homeworks anymore. So it's kind of like, you know, it is like a lose-lose situation. They lose a customer, and then a player like more, they lose like numbers, and also player base suffers like a like to an extent. Like not by much, it's like not the end of the world, but it's like a lot more work for me now if I want to keep up with like great content. So yeah. Let me see. This is the only thing I could borrow. Can I upgrade anyone else here? I did like my best with that Marina, I think. Oh, actually I could like increase that armor. Is this enough? I'm not sure. It could be fine without. I'm gonna try out if it can work without, and if it works, cool. If it doesn't, then I suppose it doesn't. I have enough for us. Okay, let's do this. More HP. I bought like those expert permits, and I think now it is enough. Now it was enough. Some homeworks had like a still T9, so it might work. So light spender is like going in now. Let's do it. The thing is like it's not really interesting, I think, but if I can like do it like good enough without like having to like focus, then it should be able to be somewhat entertaining. If not, then yeah, it's just like gameplay session on stream at the end of the day. Gonna drink a little bit, hydrate. I'm gonna make myself smaller so it's like easier to see the cost and everything. But okay, the battleship. I'm sinking a ship here. What a cool animation. Like how the ship transforms into like a mecha, like Transformers, right? So let me see. A few Shizuko like there. Little Shizuko here. Hoshino around there. And the next Hoshino around here. I did like some screenshots on like where to position Hoshino. There are like only 2 times where you position her. I think, let me give me a moment. I'm gonna change like the gameplay layout, since this here has like 5 cards instead of 3. I need to always like change the layout with the controls for my keyboard. So that like works a little better. The next up is Shizuko in front of Mari. And then Ui. I'm gonna play here Italian 1 speed. Asia. Marina when she's ready. Oh no. 6 cost Rio and Marina, okay. And then Kisaki and Marina. I have to time everything here. Marina copy at 31.5. Now. And then Hoshino... Where? Hoshino there? Okay, I have to like open the video to like see the positioning. I haven't like marked that down, past me didn't thought about that. This is 421.6. Ah, there. Okay. $421.6. Somewhere here. Even she's a code to block the fireball. Around here. 15 cost ratio. It should have enough HP now. The previous attempts like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, it lacked like HP. That it's kept failing. It worked like for floor, everything below floor 100, but like for floor 112, obviously need more investments. I hope like that's enough, like T9 and then like UE 60. And then there's also like the attack damage, attack debuff that I like also like maxed out for now. Reason why I didn't really like up the numbers is like their torment didn't really need a busted Shizuko there. So I kinda left it like at that. And we get like Kikyo in a swimsuit also like after the maintenance. This will be like in 2 days. So yeah, there's like not always like a reason to follow like certain things. Okay, Kisaki and Marina I think. Marina. Here. Rio on Marina. You have to wait for something. Rio. And then at 51.0 I do Marina again. Free 46,633. I need to time Ui to steal the R. Okay, now let me mark that. I'm gonna check the video on like what kind of black magic you have to pull off to put Hoshino in safety. There? You have to move her there? Okay. So that she doesn't take damage and can survive. She's important in the team. Reisha's like now the thing. 36.6. It's all a timing thing. And then Kisaki, 35.5. Or Marina, I think. Then afterwards Marina. Around here. Okay, and then 3 minutes 33. Nere. It's the first time where you activate her. And then from there on like the HP drops like crazy. Rio and Marina. And Nere after debuff. No, this was too early. Alright. Then we'll just pop it. Just pop it. Re needs to be healed. Copy Marina. Then what? What do you do with her then? 3 minutes 22.6. Let me check the video. Master-san has not fully prepared regarding that. You do Marina, and then what? If Hoshino blocked the fireball? Yeah, okay. We're gonna add that to the notes. Three minute 22. Copy Marina. Boshi block fireball. I did the healing. Now Marina. Once the time comes, and then also block the fireball. Kind of scary because HP is like pretty low, as it is like with everyone else here. Okay, the Kisaki Nexus Razor. Nari on Hoshino. She's a tank, she needs like that. Um, 47-1 Leonere. Kisakin Akanere now. 45.5. Then Rage on the Ballista. 33.2. And 33.8. Okay, nice. Cancelled his AoE attack there. Now he's like paralyzed. No, I have to wait a little bit here. Now she got the attack buff from the basic, I hope. Mari on Bushi. He needs healing. And Kisaki Ako Anere. Huh? I can't do that. Why? I missed something. Let me check the video. It's like... yeah, I think that's like one of the reasons why I kinda like didn't do it in a long while. I'm gonna edit the notes. Oh, 2 minutes 30, yeah, it's around there, 2 minutes. Okay, let me check. Ach, is it Nere there? Is it Mari? But I can't use that. Were you supposed to use the copy? We were supposed to use the copy, huh? Ah, okay, I did a mistake, yeah. Okay, let me see now again. 2 minute 42. Okay. Nere after debuff. Copy Nere. Yeah, copy Nere. I didn't like state it in my notes, so that's like why I did a mistake. What was that? 2 minute 42, use the copy Nere, and then the original Nere. Then you had to use the original Nere there. Then Mari. No, I did it on the wrong timeline. Oh, actually no, never mind. Copy Nere, Nere, Mari, then Kisaki Ako Nere, Asia Marina. Yeah, I'm like kinda like I'm pretty wrong there. I'm trapped. Yeah, let's restart. Yeah, this was first try. Now in the second attempt. But yeah, Ground Assault took like 35 minutes. Like the stream was like at the 35-minute mark. It was like this far, but this boss takes like a lot more time. And I just lightly copied it from a JP's video and translated that like into English. But I needed still some edits and still need to confirm what works, what doesn't, you know? Like what can I trust from the notes and what not. Some have like a little bit of a translation error and then you can misunderstand stuff. It can be like a 15 or 20 minutes raid. Takes a lot of time away. 20-minute raid, yeah, just like from playing one speed and then like following the orders like properly. It's like technically a 5-minute and 30-second raid, but do this like X4, you know, by like trying to like, you know, following everything step by step, confirming like the damage amount. It's like kind of like following a recipe, you know, like Walter White in his lab, you know, chemistry lab, and like cooking like the crystal meth, the perfect crystal meth, you know, kind of. And then you have like you like do like everything drop by drop, you know, kind of like that, like in a very slow but accurate amount. Slow and accurate, not like quick and dirty, you know. Dot, you're not gonna stream again? Well, I wish I wouldn't. I did not stream that, but I think like here we are. I can talk to you. I can like talk into nothing. It's also like fine, but it's like I'm like away from brain rots. When I have like not the stream on, I'm like kind of like tempted to activate to like turn on a video, and then I'm distracted, and then everything goes like down the hill. And yeah. Activate Erasure, right? Yeah, I did Erasure and 6 costs Rio on Marina. I can find her here. But yeah, it can take a long while. Maybe like 20 minutes, like a little bit exaggerated, but can like take more like than the double amount of time you're like supposed to like this raid length or so of this raid length. Yeah. It's like not the most fun, but I kinda enjoy that I have like a lot of room for error in this battle. Okay, Asia. Kisaki later. Oh, okay, now actually, let me restart. Atetma free. Thing is, like the earlier you activate the skills with Marina, the better, since X skill has something about like damage over time. I'm kind of like paranoid there that I'm like in the last phase and I can't like beat the boss because he had like 1k HP extra or so. Like, for those kind of battles you really can't rely on burst damage too much in some of those. This is like one where getting the right amount of the right setup, like prepared is like pretty good. Like for the first 2 minutes you don't do much damage until you get it groggied, and then you go out of like, I don't know, 8 Nero EX skills while he's like down, you know, and then you do like, I don't know, 100 million damage or so. And you have to be like really patient in like those kind of raids. You can't like really YOLO that one. And I like that. But yeah, it's also like tedious work. But it is like very worth it if you like complete it. Some like say, this is a game, not work, but you know, you basically sign up for work when you play like raids. And don't want like the minimum amount of reward, but like you want the best you can like get. The minimum for like to not do it and then you get nothing, you know. And yeah. And sometimes there's like the thing of like, hey, you have an account capable of doing the highest difficulty, but you just don't do it, you know, and then it's like, you know. Some would like say, hey, based, you know, but at the same time, it's like wasted potential, right? It's like you have been dealt a starter hand, but you don't like play the busted cards in your hand, you know, and then it's like kind of you know. Like some people who let me see. I think I need to restart there. I don't have the right starter hands. I can't like use that run 10/4. But yeah, what I want to say is like, when you get dealt a starter hand, you have like really busted cards and don't use them. It's like kind of weird, you know. And in life, let's say, life you can only live one time. Of course, in games you have like you can retry over and over again, but still use what you have, you know. If it's like there, if it can make it easier, cool. If you save yourself time, it's also like great, because time you can't like really get back. In a sense, not playing a game is also like great to like save yourself time. Like some games, like gacha games, they're like pretty tedious. They take a lot of time away. They take a lot of time away. Genshin, for example, I heard a lot of people, it's like kind of tedious if you like want to farm like primal gems or so. It's like open world game, you know. You have like to walk from point A to B or something like that. And yeah. While here it's like kind of clicking, you know, like do this stage, do the other stage, you can sweep by the way, you have like some tickets you get daily, and it's like kind of your limit, you know. No, I don't have the right, yeah, need to begin for Kisaki on my hand. Yeah, I need to again for Kisaki on my hand, else I have to restart. I love sweep. Yeah, fantastic. This one you can't really sweep here, sadly. Like, even if you cleared it like before, you can't like do it again. I think it makes sense. But it would be like a luxury quality of life. They could have made it a paid service, you know? And I think then they would make like cha-ching, you know. But at the same time, it's kind of weird to like lock basic functions behind a paywall. Okay, now I have Kisaki in my hands. Now I can actually continue this run. It's at number 5, I think. You need like, a little bit of RNG here as well. I thought it was easier, but yeah. Compared to Grand Assault, here I go like a little bit more all out. I probably am able to like clear above 112, but let's do what I can, you know. Since I'm still like undergoing like try and error with like what works, what doesn't work, with like investment. The lower floors were like pretty easy, but for the higher floor I need more investment. I needed more for Shizuko so that the cover can tank the fireball. Needed to do like more in the attack debuff department so that the team can survive. And that the cover has like enough HP to tank in the first place. It's like a resource management game. It's like a lot about numbers go up, you know. More or less. But also like a lot more strategy and like timing. And the gameplay is like really deep in this game, I must like say. Even as a free-to-play or low spender, you still can come pretty far. There was like one free-to-play who was like rank 1 in the server during the first Gregorio's raid appearance. This was like kinda cool. It was like complete free-to-play until this point. Yeah, there are like those terrorists there. But some people, you know, the thing is like the brighter the light, is, you know, the darker the shadows cast. So they're like some haters or like people who, I don't know, for some reason they do that and it's like kinda you know. And this legend is by the way in my club, so yeah. But I say like they were until this point like free to play. Afterwards they started like being a low spender or like a slightly bigger spender, like Dolphin level maybe. You know. I feel like I've seen you fight this before. Not in F112, yeah. I think like I did it like 4 weeks ago. This is like kind of one day, like with our deadlines, like day 29 I think. But yeah. Where am I? I did Reijo. I have to do Kisaki. And Marina here. And then Marina around there. And tough, yeah. It is like tough if you're like in the spotlight. But at the same time, if you're in the spotlight, it's kind of like normal, I guess. Some people are like prepared, some are not. If you're like for example a streamer, you can be a streamer, you can be content creator, you know, but you have to be prepared to get like memed on and everything, you know. Some are okay with that, some not. If you're okay with it, cool. If you're not okay with it, then don't do that in the first place, that job, you know. It depends on like your goal, what you want to do as a streamer, for example, like content creator. Where you've set like a finishing line, where you set a goal to like quit. Some people like still continue, you know, and rise, but there are like people like PewDiePie, for example, who did quit at his peak, then became like a happy family father, and whenever he has time and like feels like it, he does like YouTube content, you know, and I think he found like and he's like still doing things like self-improvement, he learned drawing and everything, you know, and I think he found like a way to like live life in an enjoyable way, you know, enjoyable manner. It's like kind of a cool that he found his happiness, you know. While some other people, they would still continue doing YouTube, you know, and grind, and you can still be happy with like grinding, but I think the way like PewDiePie's careers like went is like pretty good. Some people could like be happy with just like ranking to do rank 1 once, you know, as a free-to-play, and then let's go, I can peace out. But, you know, if you have like this momentum, why not continue as well, right? Real me comfy gaming, yeah, you can just retire after you gained your goal. And this is like respect enough already. Some see like waste potential, but at the same time, hey, that's your decision, that's your choice, you know? And if you have already 1W, you know, if you like leave, when you're like when you quit while you suck forever, right? It's like the thing. But if you do like on your peak, I think nobody can really say much there, right? So that Hoshin does not get the debuff, like a fireball, and still is like at full HP. I need to do that as quickly as possible there. I'm like glad it worked out here. There's like this thing we try to avoid with like Ui's timing when like dodging with Ui's Hoshino's movements. The next skill is like Reijo, 36.6. I need to time that. Then Kisaki, 35.5. Marina here, Nero at 33. Okay, then Rio on Marina. After the debuff, right? Yeah, after the debuff I have to wait a little bit. Yeah, there's this. This needs to be applied. Like when the speech bubble disappears, I think it's safe. Then do Neru when she's ready. And then Marion Ui. Ui is like UE 40, yes, but she's still like fragile. Important piece of the team to like dodge attacks that are like here. To like let the units like the students like dodge attacks and like also get like massive boosts for like the attack itself. Elo attack. So the next is like copy Marina, 22.6. With Hoshino I blocked the fireball. Well, do I make in time? Yeah, I can make in time. Fantastic. And then Kisaki, 3.5. I like the BGM, how, you know, consistent it like stays, you know, you can play it like for a long time in the background and it's like not disturbing or so. It doesn't like distract too much. But the thing is like, when it comes like for example with Tifaref, I don't know how you like say it. I always say Tifaref, but when I saw like the nickname of Tiffy, you know, then yeah, it's not like TP, it's like Tiffy, right? I don't know how you pronounce it really. But with Tiffy's BGM I like a lot. Like there's a phase 1, phase 2, and like both you can like, as a standalone, both are like already good enough. But even if you loop like 1 and 2 together, you know, it still is like a banger, I don't know. It's not too distracting, but at the same time it helps you locking in. While Chokma's BGM is like not too special, it doesn't distract, you know. I think. I don't like Tiffy is like my favorite for like the final restriction release bosses. Okay, let me like check the video again. Okay, okay. So far everything I did correctly. There's like no big mistake there for now. And the next skill will be Uis. I'm gonna wait this little bit out. Okay. Like this I should not be able to do any mistakes. But Moshino's HP is gonna be low after that, tanking that attack. I might have to restart there. Let's continue for now. Kisaki and Akko. Yep, I might have to restart. Kisaki and Akko on who? Nere. Then Rage on the Ballista. And then copy Nere. Let's wait for her basic to end, because I'm buff from that. Then Mari on Boshi. Then Kisaki, Akko on Nere. Then Reijo and Marina. We spammed all of those. Then Rio on Marina after the debuff. It already happened, I think. Then Nere ASAP, if she's ready. I think I'm gonna spot. Okay, already ready. Nere again. Do I need a filler of Mari? And who do I heal? Let's heal Ui. I can't heal her. Shit. Then heal Boshi. Kisaki ASAP. Marina. Did Ario and Marina? Yes. 259 Marina copy. I'm gonna edit that to not get like puzzled later on. Marina copy. I'm like wielding, by the way, two monitors, you know. I'm looking like over the notes every now and then. And the same monitor where the notes are is also like the OBS and then the chat, and it's like pretty packed. Well, on one screen is only like Blue Archive and kind of like complicated to like navigate through. But it's like still doable. I'm still alive. The run is still alive, I think. Let's see. But yeah, we did a lot of damage. This is like the biggest burst of damage we've like done so far. And the rate is like 3 minutes? 3 minutes and 15 from the whole HP. Like from 3 minutes and 15 we're like in, right? And we only like at this much HP. Usually you think like, hey, we should like be halfway down like now, 80 million, but it does need require like a lengthy setup to like do actually damage, you know. And the JP Pro's cooked, so yeah, I'm not really questioning too much there. But yeah, he will do now a fireball or something. He does like do 2 fireballs now. For some reason he can do that, like with archers, and when they shoot like 2 arrows, and then for some reason it hits like the enemies as well. I still don't understand how you can pull that off like in reality, you know, but it does. If it works, you know. Like, you know, they shoot in 2 different directions, but they're still able to like do a headshot or whatever. Then it's like, for some reason he can do that. I mean, he's a machine, I suppose. This makes somewhat sense, but it's still like, yeah, you know. Oh, but yeah, whatever. A lot of text. Okay. You know, it could be like Yu-Gi-Oh! Effect, you know? We'd have like those really long paragraphs. Okay, Kisake Marina. Okay, right timing. Marina. Rio on who? Rio on Marina, huh? Then she's sogar one more fireball to block. No. Let me check again. According to JP notes, I need to like block one more fireball around this timing. Okay. Why? I thought like one cover's enough. Ah, interesting. You do like for rotation. You do it for rotation. It's weird though, but yeah, it's sure. Yeah, it's still blocked. It's still blocked. It's crazy. Okay, you do it for rotation, I suppose. And the ballista's not destroyed for some reason. Well, because you did everything right, I suppose. I did everything right. Then copy Marina at like a certain timing. .5 Mari and Hoshi. No. Reese HP is like fuller. Okay, this looks good. Yeah. I was like worried about that before. Okay, I can heal her now. And then at 12 cost, where do you position her now from there? Gonna check the video for that. I don't really want to redo the run over and over again, so better safe than sorry. Ah, here. You move her away to dodge attack. I see. Alright. Next cost, next skill I use is like Hoshino's. He will try to attack Hoshino, and then I should like move away. Like there's something underneath her now. And I'm gonna move away. If she gets hit by that, she gets like damage over time from like I think what is chill damage and like fire damage or so. And this can drain the HP like very fast. He needs to stay alive since she's like important there for the damage defense debuff and like covering like the whole team when there's like fire breath or like fireball. She does a lot of things at once. And it's like a limited student, so if you play like after the fest, it's kind of like you know. And it really like shows free-to-plays have like a limit of their limits, you know, if they have missed the important banners. Even for whales, it's still gonna be a problem if they miss like the really important banners. So yeah. But usually, if you like free-to-play, and don't spend any pulls, but just on like pulling fest banners, you're like good already. You do already good. I know like of one gamer who does it this way, and then maybe like one waifu banner. That's it. And they're still like alive. They still like survive from platinum. They still get the max rewards. And it's like good. And if they like want to try hard, then they try hard. And then outrank like some of the Giga whales or so. But yeah. Do what you can. And sometimes you can flex even for like a low level team build, you know. He did like something like that. And I thought it was like amazing. Okay, let's see. I do it like after a basic. Okay, she received a buff. Marilan Ui. 19.6. Okay, need to do it fast. Nere. Nere as soon as possible when it's like available. Yes. When I can use Nere again. I've used her. At 15 costs Mari on Boshi. Hoshino, she went into the thing from Wii. Okay. Yeah, Hoshino at 15 cost. Then follow up with Nere. We don't do much damage for now, we need like some setup to do so, but it's just rotation, I suppose. Okay. Kisaki Nako's next on Neri. 1.5. And then on the Ballista, I use Reijo. Okay, we're like reaching the last minute. I wonder like how this will work to get like from 100 million to 0 HP in like with 1 minute left, you know? It's like a 5-minute and 30-second raid. And we're already last minute. How are you supposed to do the magic? I'm gonna like see. If it doesn't work, then I guess it doesn't work when I wasted my time. Instant Mari. And who? When Rio on Nere? Do we get a cost cut? We see Mari is here. We don't get a cost cut. Then Rio on Nere. And with the copy as soon as possible. Still not usable? Yeah, now I can use it. Now let me see. Who do I buff with that Kisaki Akko now? Doing 38 seconds. 48 seconds left. Sometimes the notes don't like state that I copied. Okay, it says I should buff Nere with that. With Akko also? Okay, it makes sense because now that we have the opening, the setup. Okay. In exclamation marks Nere. Akko Nere. Nere Rio. Okay, let me check for the other timelines. Yep, you still buff Nere. Okay, like for the rest, keep buffing her. Nere. I'm taking some notes. I'm a little afraid that I mess things up. Okay, it's also Nere. Okay, I'm done. So let me check. We're at the 50-second mark. Okay, I was like puzzled for a moment. Who do I buff with Kisaki now? And it's supposed to be on the main DPS here. 48 seconds. 48.0. Do that. Then with Akko next. Okay, look at that. When like 1 minute was left, it was like at 100 million, but now 46 seconds, 82 million. This is like where now the true damage output like comes from, like where all the damage like starts appearing, like lengthy setup. I wish it would be like strong from the beginning, but I guess it's like kind of similar to like Hero with the Lantern Debuffs, more or less. But here it's like it's like dependent on time and like if it's groggy or not groggy. Okay. Instant Reijo and Marima is like the next step here. So Reijo, follow up with Marima. Here with Mari, it's like just rotation. Fair for now. After normal skill buff, ASAP Nere. Okay. She received the buff, okay. Then Rio on Nere. Wow, the damage is just raining out of nowhere. We might have lost damage because that transition happened like a little bit too early. And we might have lost like a little bit of more tangential damage outputs. If it happens, then I suppose it happens. Where is Nera? Yeah. It looks like a little bit weird, but it happened like this way. Now I have to use everything I have. I'm like, I need two more EX skills from her. Like with that. I did like a little minor mistake here. But let's see. I separate Marina afterwards. I'm supposed to do Nera again, but I can't. So instead it goes to buffing her. Yeah, I think it's not enough. Yeah, I have to do it again. Yeah, I have to do it again. Let me check the video and again. Attempt number 5. But I have to like check the video. Something is lying here. I'm thinking crumbles like around the 30-second mark or so. All the mistakes began. Let's see. And Shizuku, yes. Then Hoshino, yes. Then you have to do Kisaki. I think something was missing there, like the cost cutting. I had like too much cost. There was too much cost. Let me see. Usually there should be like an idle mark or something. But yeah, I didn't have that. Let me check the video. Ah, okay, I see. It shouldn't have been even that close, you know? It should have been done around the 10-second mark, but for some reason, yeah. Let's... You're like fine with a UE40, right? But... yeah, it shouldn't be even that close. Let's try again. Attempt number 6, I think. Came so far. The Grand Assault was done in 35 minutes, by the way, but like this here, final restriction release, Chokma takes a lot of time. Because you do have to do everything right. There's a little bit of RNG involved with like the skill cards in the beginning. But once hurdle is like overcome, once I overcome that one, it's like not that much of a struggle anymore. I wish I could like triple speed everything, but I'm not familiar with this, not too much. And I'm lacking a lot of time, so that kind of the motivation is like lost. Okay, let's see if I can do it this time. And I have to be patient. Patience is like is really important here. Making sure that the posture is alright. Marina afterwards. It's time to heal Hoshino and then move her away. Once I can target her, I heal her. Once I can use Hoshino, I will move her away. Next is Reijo. Wait a little bit. Fuck, I did a mistake. Minor mistake. I'm gonna add that in my notes. It's somewhere 3 minutes 30, right? Yeah, somewhere there. Heal. After... shit. After debuff. Japanese is hard. The way they write things is like kind of puzzling. $25.3. I can't heal from here. I heal this one. Knew it. She needed healing, but I couldn't target her. Attempt number 8. Gosh. Bad RNG, I suppose, with like the positioning. We're gonna free speed on like some parts where I can to like save myself some time, but overall there's like a lot of like tight stuff. I don't know if there's like easier way to do that. Sadly. I think it's just like depends on like get lucky and then execute well, pretty much. Yeah, pray for luck, yeah. The thing is also luck is from short duration. That's like why you have to be even more aware when it happens, you know. And for the most of the times we do missed opportunity. Sometimes we see the opportunity is there, but we are not ready yet, you know. Maybe skill issue. We don't have enough stats or so. You're too young maybe, you know. You hit like the jackpot, but you're like underage and then you don't get paid out, you know. You know, one of my family members had this kind of opportunity there, I think. You know, like, I don't know, if your McDonald's, for example, do those kind of events with like Monopoly, you know? When you buy like Happy Meal, there are like those little stickers there, and then depending on what you get, you can like trade those things, you know? For like an ice, for like extra food, you know, extra food item, you know? Sport cars and everything, you know? Low Happy Meal, yes, they had like something like that like back in the days. I don't know if they still do it today, but my little bro, he won like there's some car, sports car, you know. And then, hey, congrats, let's go to the cashier and like redeem that. And the thing is like, my father went like with my little bro, but the thing is like my little bro, he was a kid, you know. He gave this to the cashier, the sports car like thing. And then, you know, boy underage, we can't pay him out, here, have an ice instead, you know? And it's like, yeah, if my dad instead would do the redemption, would redeem that thing, you know, then the sports car would be like safe in our possession, but I guess the cashier was like, you'd acted my trap card, now it's, your price is mine, you know, and then, yeah. There was this kind of opportunity there, but the short duration, by the way, luck is from short duration. Sometimes you don't like see that, you're like also not aware enough to like see the opportunity there to like make something big out of that. But I think it's just like somewhere like fine printed that they can't like pay out things like to the younger people, you know? And then yeah. But it was kind of like, you know, the moral compass of that cashier. Could have, you know, because the dad was with the little kid, you know? It's like oddly specific story, but I think like, you know, it has been like very long time, like, so yeah. It's like kind of outdated by now, but there was this kind of thing of like happening there. A jackpot or so. There's opportunity, but yeah. We were not ready yet. Okay, around here. Next is Rejo. 36.6. But yeah, back in the days, Happy Meals really like rocked, you know. You got even like extra toy. I think like the toys back then were like kind of banger. But sometimes, you know, when you go like look at like McDonald's Japan, they really have like a game with like marketing, you know. They really are like in the marketing meta. They're really in. It looks like really like amazing what they have. I think back in the days in Europe, like McDonald's was also like pretty good, but nowadays, I don't really follow that much anymore. But back in the days when I was like a kid, you know, and slash teenager, it was like something I enjoyed. RIP McDonald's. McDonald's not dead yet. But I think like the glory times are like over, you know. People get greedy. And when they cause like a little bit cut here and cut a little bit here and there, you know. I can't heal her. He's too far away. She's gonna die. Ah, gosh. I'm gonna heal Nair instead, I suppose. I might have to restart. It's gonna be attempt number 9. I didn't count it the last one, I think. Oh, it will be now attempt number 8. I'm not sure. I'll stop counting properly. Yep, she's dead. I need the right timing, else it's gonna fail. That UI, by the way, is UE40. T9. It should be okay. It worked last time. It worked one time. It can work again. But okay, this takes a long while. Part of the screen release. Like the maximum maybe like 20 minutes or so when you do like everything at one speed and like do everything like perfectly. But yeah, if it's like Run Assault and you just want to clear, easy, but Chokma you have to clear in order to like succeed. No half measures. Okay, cans triple speed. Are you guys ready to use Reijo? After Reijo comes Kisaki and Marina. After debuff, apply that, and a copy Marina. And then I have to time Ui. 46 seconds, 0.633. The timing is super important there, else the run is like, it's gonna be another restart. I hope I did it right. Else I cannot heal with Mari like Ui, for example. She needs that heal at some point. At one point. Else the run is like that. I think, okay, position number 3 here. Okay, Reijo's next. Can wait here a little bit. 36.6. Pause. Kisaki's next on Marina. 35.5. Marina's around here. Fernell. 33.0. But yeah, by the way, like regarding the golden age, you know, of like things with McDonald's, for example, like for a lot of like trademarks, fast food, fast drinks, I don't know, like Coca-Cola, soft drinks and everything, the golden age is like over. Like when you look like at the older products, you know, like logo wise and like product design of their stuff, it looked like hella trippy. But nowadays it's like pretty much commercial, no, corpo commercialized, you know, it's like a lot of corpo stuff in there that they keep like things at a minimum, cause like the cuts and everything, and like the creative minds, just the creativity in the logo, for example, just in the design is like not there anymore. And just like kind of like shows how good the good old times were, you know, like things like 90s, 2000s and everything. I lived like around those times there. I'm kind of like indicating how old I am, you know, but yeah. But it was really good old times. I kind of enjoyed how fresh things looked like. Good, we survived. The heals were necessary, else she dead. Else she dead. He needs like the extra HP. Move Hoshino if you can. To block the fireball. It is in time. Then I can triple speed now. The next skill takes like a while. Everyone's alive, huh? Yeah, everyone's in the green. They have to, else they're dead. Kisaki on Marina. Then Rail 3-7. Then Marina 317. 3-1.7. Then afterwards Nere. Then Mari and Boshi. Boshi's HP is low. So battle Hoshino, you know, like it's for me like the upgrade, the nickname. Obviously in global, it's her name is like Hoshino Armored or something like that. Armored Hoshino, whatever. No, and it's not armor, it's like armed, right? Or that she's like armed with weapons or so. But it's just a bad localization. While in JP it was something about battle, like prepared for battle or like battle ready, something like that. And then the nickname Boshi came like from my side. You could always call her Boshi. Okay, the left claw. Now they're moving. I think they were not able to quite dodge and survive that, but... What I did? Okay, happy accidents. But Hoshino has to tank the whole thing. She has enough HP for that, yes. But yeah, it still will hurt. The next skill will be Kisaki and Akko on Nero. Now the big damage is gonna come soon. Reijo are gonna hit the ballista. Actually, let me see. Yeah, she has like those debuffs. Copy Nero and then the original Nero, yeah. Nice. The ballista's hit. Now this one's groggied. Wait until she gets a buff. Okay, now I can use again. Mari on Hoshino. HP is low. Then Kisaki and Akko on Nero, ASAP. Right. Then Reijo Marina. Ryo on Marina. Nere ASAP, if possible. And then let's pause here. Let me check the video again. Because a little bit, something's unclear here for me. Akko, Marina, der ist Ryo, dann der ist Nere, dann der ist Mari und whom? We did it on Oshina again here, okay. Then Kisaki and Marina? ASAP. We did this much damage. It's like not a lot, considering there's like still more of the HP left, but we're getting closer and closer to the final setup. 14 cost Shizuko. Okay, now he's gonna fire 2 fireballs. I need to get ready for that. I can like wait a little bit out. Now here and here. Then Mari and Boshi. I can't do that. Mari and Boshi. What should I do then? Or did I forget one move? Let me check. You did Marina here, okay? You did Shizuko, you did this. And then... Ah, you do Ui. Just that? But then? Ah, okay. I need to like change something. So 12 cost Ui. And 11.5 costs, or like 11 costs Mari, okay. This is one thing that's like not wrong, that's not correctly like stated in my notes. Well, it's not reading my notes, just I copied the homework and they didn't really wrote things correctly down. Like, yeah. You know, you eat like a burger and there are like pickles in there, let's say. You didn't ask for. Kinda like that. You get a product but you don't really get the right product. I'm getting scammed by the JP player. Because I didn't double check really. I'm like on a short time. Okay, I did block the fireballs. Next is like Ui at 12 cost. Yep, this works. Then Mari on Bushi. Then Kisaki and Marina. And Marina. Then Ryo ASAP on Marina. Then rotate with Shizuko. Oh no! Fuck! It's the ballista gun. Or did I manage to block it? Not really sure. The ballistas are still up, yeah. I think I managed that. The cover only lasts like for like a certain duration or so. I think I did it right. Next up is Marina. Copy Marina 146.1. $6.5 cost Mari on Bushi. Yeah. And then with Bushi I need to block another fireball. But also like dodge an attack. So he swings the left claw. Then something like appears below Hoshino. And then I move. And didn't receive the fire or like the other damage over time debuff. So 17 cost Razor. There's nothing else for a while. Yeah, and Hoshino's still in the line of fire to like block the fireball. Fantastic. 17 cost Razor. And then Kisaki and Marina. 121-2. Okay, nice. In time. Nere after the buff. There it is. And Marina and Ui. Then Ui. 19.6 Rio Nere. Okay. And Nere as soon as I can. It's like a X skill. And then from here on damage output begins. $15 cost Mari on Bushi, then copy Nere. I can't heal Bushi though from here. It's too far away. Then I can heal this one. Oh, okay, never mind. Hoshino gets pulled in, then I can still heal Hoshino. Fantastic. Kisaki and Akku. Nere. At a certain timing. 1 second and 0.5. And then with Razor I hit the ballista. 59.5. Yeah. Then Nere as soon as I can. Then Mari, then Rio und Nere. And then do the copy as soon as possible. You stop firing. Now, any moment. Like tunnel vision for now. So next up is buffing. Kisaki Nakonere. 48-0. Even Akko. 47.1. Okay. An instant Reja Marina. Then heal. Timeless buff a separate Nere. According to the notes, I still have time to do one more Nere. For 57, let's see. There's time for one more. 57 million? 55? Okay, not enough, not enough. Let me check the video. If they were able to get more hits in. They were able to. Like, we got down to 55 million, the video got down to 46 million. I could have waited there, technically. But let's follow the video reference. Do we ASAP? Nakanel. Shizuko in front of Reja. Boshi, I need to position her. Where? Over. Here? Kisaki Anere. Huh? Yeah? I missed something, huh? No, I wrote things down wrong, or the notes are already wrong from the beginning. It is a good reference, but there are a lot of errors in there. Reja Marina. Never when I'm ready. I think I did a mistake. Whatever. I have to do it again. So after I used Nere... No, this was good enough, I think. I'm not really sure. It's 10 seconds. You should have... It should have been dead by then. Wasting so much time. Guarantee you can do one more Nere. But yeah, by then it's over. By then it's not the attack version. I think I will swap that against UE60 now, if it's available, of course. I wasted like 2 hours for that. Almost 2 hours for that. It's like not the end of the world if I just not clear it, but yeah, it's just like you have this starter hand there. It kinda feels weird to not like play the hand. I'm gonna use my own Rio and just use a borrowed Nere if I find like a good Nere. It's piercing attack and elastic armor. There's one. UE60. Gonna use my own Rio. Which is UE30. The thought was like by using a UE40 Rio is like that the buff duration is a lot longer. I think maybe I have to do it this way. Let's try again. I haven't like counted, it might be like 10 number 9 for now, maybe at number 10. But yeah, in any case, 2 hours are gone. But it's one of the best things of like Final Fantasy release. You do not be under time pressure. In exchange, you have to mold a lot longer. I think I coped back in the days with, no. It's like good that there's like no time pressure, but I lose too much time. That's the issue. Like one of the reasons why I don't really stream that much of like raid content, I suppose. Yeah, I don't think it's interesting to watch, I must be like honest. Like mobile gaming is like in general like not that interesting unless you have like a story there. And sometimes it can be interesting to like just watch someone's reaction rather than like the gameplay alone. If you can combine like gameplay and reaction as well, it's like good, but the thing is like, I'm following a script, I know exactly what I need to do, like rattle it down. It's like, yeah, there's like not much to like save it. Even if we have like people like Korsu, you know, with the free-to-play challenge or so, and sometimes there are like those Crown Assault tournaments, still, you know, especially like watching 2 gameplays at once, They would need to like change the resolution, both players, so that like looks better on the screen. It was certainly like interesting like at first, you know. The question of like, hey, can you do it or can you not, you know. And it's like better in video format, but like on livestream is a little bit easier to do, you know, but the structure is like missing a little bit. But yeah, but at the same time, I'm not really interested in doing video uploads of like Blue Archive raids. Who is dead, by the way? And so is Nere and Ara. What went wrong? Is it the UE30 Rio? No way, right? No way, right? It worked like in the lower floors. Okay, lower floors is lower floors. If you like want the max rewards regarding like the upgrades that you get like from this game mode, you only need to clear up to 97. But everything upwards is like a little bit of a bonus, and the most relevant thing for me are like those gift selectors, and then like the purple random gift thingy. Since I do value like bond stats for the girls. Like one of the reasons why I grinded like Final Fantasy release to get like my goal was in back then to get user to bond 100, and I got user to bond 100. Now I have no goal really. Instead of like waiting that like the next ult of user gets out, and then like work from there like with the bond 100 goal. Like my main user for example is like 52 I think, like bond level 52. I could get her to 100 as well, but I'm gonna save my gifts while like waiting for the next user, you know, and then up her. Like if I have like 2 level 100s and then one at like bond 20, it's like, yeah. The thing is like bond stats give bonds, bond level gives like stats. And getting like extra gifts from this game mode would like help immensely. Since it's like kind of an expensive grind. I bought like back then, like for example gift packs back then, and like third general crafting to like get more crafting material. But nowadays, you know, I became like more a light spender. I'm not really aware. But I still can be considered aware since, hey, you already spent that much, you know? Once aware, always aware. But, yeah. And I feel like the consequences of like starting to be a light spender. I share it again. Is it really? The bond? Is it really like UE30 Rio that ruins everything? Is it really dead? They like die around the first minute. With like the UE40 Rio that didn't happen, but is it really dead or did my execution suck somewhere? Let's try again. Third time's the charm. If it's the case, then yeah, I either have to borrow one or like upgrade my own Rio. Upgrading my own would be cheaper, I think. But I think I hit my limit somewhere. I might have hit my limit. I like Shizuko's voice, it's very unique. You can also, at some point also turn ugly and stuff, but it's also like kind of funny. So are they dead again? Or are we alive? Pause. Champ. Yeah, alive. Okay, it's just execution. It's not about the stats of like one random special unit. Fantastic. Well, Rio's not really a random special unit, she's like a fest student, you know, really important here actually. But it felt like somewhat like that. I'm waiting for Hoshino to get pulled in to heal her. And then wait for being able to activate her. So I can move her away. Okay, for a moment I was afraid that I did a misinput. I don't lose much but time, and time I do not get back. But the thing is, when I rush, I'm like more prone to do mistakes. Also the thing, and this might end up in losing more time. I could pay someone to do it for me, but at the same time I don't trust people. Like if I know them in person and they come here in person for me, yeah, go ahead, you know, I'm watching you. But if it's like I'm giving them my account data and everything, they can log into that. I'm kinda like... I feel like, you know, it's sus. Even if they have no bad intentions, you know, the feeling is there that they have like the trigger in their hand, you know. And some people use like macro and everything, you know, you can get banned for that, by the way. Even if they have no bad intentions and just like clear the most efficient way they can. There's like the risk there. Some can like do it without, but it's just like, yeah, a thing. Okay, Hoshino's here. Block, 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 block. Okay, worked out. .5 Kisaki. .37 Razor. Marin Hoshino. Kisaki Akko und Nere. Enrage on a ballista. Like this pillar kind of thing that activates the ballistas. Then Nere's copy. We live to see another day. Mari and Bushi again. Kisaki and Akonere. Easy. Marina. Nere ASAP. Nari on Hoshino. I cancelled her basic skill, whatever. ASAP Kisaki on Marina. Then Marina copies, that's 15.9. We did a lot more damage than in the other runs with UE14 Nere. Gonna wait until the basics are applied. Okay, it's applied. Marin Hoshino. And Reijo's the next skill. There's a little bit of a visual bug. It looks like the fireball is like a little bit more feather. It's like in the card instead of like crashing against the card. Yeah, Kisaki and Marina, no, 59.6. Then Marina 5 milliseconds after. Then Rio immediately on Marina. Then Shizuko again to like rotate. The cover will break around here. No, 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 no. No! I misread the trajectory. Scheiße. I lost time again. Let me think something. 20 seconds loading screen, maybe like 30 seconds since it's like 6 dunes you have to generate. And a big ass opponent. Okay, it takes a long while again. I had a bit of hope since the damage looks like a lot better now with that UE60 borrow. That a clear is like possible. It's always possible because I have like the right starter hand for that, but still the execution is like, in the time I lose is like the thing that worries me. Always worries me with the lack of time. Since I also play another gacha game for Illumisimi, and Illumisimi another time sink, and for that I also need like a amount of time to not like run into full TP, so like full stamina and everything. And I hit like full stamina a lot of times. I like so much time. There's so much to do. I need to quit like one of the gachas, you know. But at the same time it's like I spent like in both games, you know. This is a really good game. Blue Archive is a good game too, but really grindy, you know. Grindy in terms of like that you have like to do rotations in perfection, and if you mess up, you lose like a lot of time, and time you don't get back. I need more hours my day, you know. I think like a lot of players have like this kind of dilemma, and JP players, they have like this kind of gacha fatigue, you could like say. Like, you know, because there's so many gacha games, you know, like Hoyoverse releases way too many. Like, okay, Honkai Impact 3rd. Not really well known, but the story is like really good there. And there's like already this 3D battle thing like Genshin, but like on mobile already, and this was already good on mobile. And then they had to go to like release Genshin Impact, and after a while Honkai Star Rails or so, WoWa, Zenless Zero. Why do we need so many? And when that is out, who's gonna play like Tower Fantasy or so? The Genshin Killers, whatever this was supposed to be. Do you think it's a good idea to like put out an gacha when it's like already exhausted to like manage like 1 or 2? Man. They don't really understand the gamers, you know? And we are like in this kind of point where they're not really appeasing to like the customers, but like to some investors also, and then be like, oh, we created good numbers, you know, there's like a return when you do this, you know. It's just like kind of like sucking their tails, you know. I don't know, whatever. Instead of like producing like actual results and like making a good product also. And yeah, we have this gacha fatigue, so I'm like kinda glad that, for example, Ananta is gonna come out. Doesn't really have gacha there, you know. Or like when some games they don't have a gacha system, just like, you know, we monetize with like skins, you know, or something like that, right? Like some games are like really aware of like the current market, you know. What is like too much there, what are we lacking, you know, what are people looking for. And there are like some that are out there. I acknowledge there's like some gacha games that are currently out, they have like pretty good story, you know. It's like worth a watch, like Heaven's Burns Red, for example. But then I heard there's another drama of like they ruined the gacha system or like some meta stuff and then it's unplayable, you know. Something like that. But if it's just for the story, I wanna take a look, you know. And yeah. But what I want to say is like, gacha takes so much time away. I don't need another gacha. Some people ask me about Stellar Sword, for example, you know, and even if I don't spend there grinding to get like, I don't know, in 1 month like a 10 pull. I have enough. I have enough, boss. I have enough, boss. And because I kind of like have this kind of feeling, you know, I don't like playing people if like they gonna quit their one of their gacha games. Maybe like leave my club, for example, and to pursue like other things. I mean, it's like kind of good, you know. But I'm the captain in the of the ship, you know. I'm not supposed to like leave, you know. I'm gonna be last one standing. When it comes to that. Like I actually lead a in-game club in like Blue Archive. And I can't leave. And I did like the game. I say like did, it's like a little bit past tense, but I feel like, you know, with the things of like wokeness, localization, maybe like accelerated schedule, Nexon. Usually I don't have a problem with like the company, but I did one of my friend dirty. One of my club members dirty. That I kinda feel like, yeah, maybe that's like one of the things that Maple Story players kinda like went through. You know, there was this kind of rumor, hey, if someone's a whale, they're gonna treat the whale a lot better. My friend was a whale, high spender, but they treated him like shit, you know? Not really replying to the emails, you know, always like automated response. In the age of AI and everything, you know, who's surprised about that? Even I went out, sent an email, a lot of members went out, sent an email, you know. They should have like put their attention to like that and be like, maybe like customer service would like see that and be like, oh, we get a lot of emails about the same player, so maybe we should like submit that to like the development team, you know. No, they didn't, you know, it's just like I'm getting, you know, I'm losing so much time that's like kind of drained my sanity. They kind of get angry and like let like things out, but it's kind of like, you know, with the current state of like gacha games, I'm like getting exhausted. I don't want more, I suppose. And I feel like more and more drained by like Blue Archive, I suppose. I like the story still, you know. I like the art. I like the work that MX2J put in there. And after like Project KV, you know, if you know like about that thing, with like some ex-Blue Archive developers there, it's so stupid. But the thing is like also it's like both sides' fault, I think. There's like no one who's like clearly in the right and the wrong. And Japanese online media, even Korean social media, they're like something else, you know? Like once you have like bad irritation like online, they can like end you, you know, they can cancel you, something like that. That your actions have like consequences, which is like normal, you know, but it's just like so much wasted potential, it's like the thing. I still like wonder what we could have gotten with like Project KV, you know? And be like, hey, let them cook, you know? A lot of Westerners were like of the same sentiment. It's like maybe like in the story of the Kakaroton. I don't know if you're like that far yet. The Gakis, the clankers, find it kind of enough that like humans always like go like to the constant pain of like life, you know, and when they want like to backseat them, kind of, but and like, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that, you know, we're like tired of like you doing the same thing. No, we don't plan for world domination, but we're tired of your shit, you know, when the kicks come in. But I'm like of the opinion of like Sensei be like, hold up, let him cook, you know. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really know if the Blue Archive developers were like pro Project KV. But, you know, I have like a little bit of the sentiment of like, hey, let him cook there, you know, this kind of message they had put in there. It's the Kakaroton story still has not reached its finale yet, but I see like something there, pattern recognition and everything. The story is nice, yeah. It went like through a big debuff. A lot of people found like the last chapter in Volume 1 like not that great. I think like it's okay, it's like mid, you know, it's like not the greatest thing, but it sure like lost quality, you know. But still like a decent product. Not good enough though, but it's still okay. Like just the writing, you know, just the writing, like not the crazy, like the animations were like peak, the fight scenes were like peak, I must like say. And then the direction for like the music as well, you know, since the musicians are still like in the team. But we lost like things like Isaku-san, we lost like someone like MX2J, Dorimi sensei. MX2J, for example, responsible for Iori, responsible for like that rickshaw girl. Man, that rickshaw girl was like super hot, you know. Playable win, but yeah, I think like, yeah, we lost like something. In return we got like things like Professor Nia, for example, you know. Professor Smuck in like the localization, you know. I still have like to read the events of like the DJ Sari thing, like She Side Outside. I was like maybe thinking about reading a fan translation instead of like reading the localization, you know, but I suppose I'm gonna have to do it sooner or later, else I get confused with like future events. Just finished floor 1 on my side, the timing's too stupid strict. Yeah, it really is, it really is. But hey, congrats on doing that. You saved yourself like some more time than I did. Congrats. And also respect on like going through the pain. The good thing is like you are not under time pressure, but it takes at the same time too much time away. Already 2 hours, like more than 2 hours on that, 2 hours 30 minutes or so, yeah. Okay. Ui. I already used Ui, when Rio Nero. You have to be like really strict there, because this is a UE30 Rio I use, so I don't have the extended buff duration. I suppose that's the reason why I have to be like extra careful here. This are UE60 narrow, so it might be fine, but better safe than sorry. The thing is, like, a lot of like UE60 narrows went like into Hierro borrow slot, you know? So that's like why I only like got this one to borrow, but at the same time it's like fine, since I will only clear this and then I'm out also. Okay, next step is like target nearby listas, the pillar that activates the ballista. 42.2, 43.2. And then with the copy around here. And then once she got the buff from her basic... Okay, I saw she got the buff. Then Mari on Bushi. Then Kisaki Ako. ASAP. Then Reija Marina. For those two I've had discounts. And after the debuff from Rio, I'm gonna apply it on Marina. So I hope I really hit her with that buff. And then Nero ASAP. Once she stops shooting... Okay, now I can pause spam. Nero. Kisaki ASAP. Genau, Mary und dann Kisaki. Kisaki on Marina. Okay, more damage than the last time. With the U40, more damage than with the U40. Of course you do more damage. Marina copy. 14 cost Shizuko. You have like a little bit time. Okay, the trajectory is like that. It's like here. Understand. Then for Shina I move upwards. 12 cost Ui. She didn't activate her basic yet, so it's like fine. And Mari on Hoshino. I think like around 11.5. It's like good. And then Reija. I need to time that. 0.5. 59.6 Kisake Marina. Okay, here. And Marina 5 milliseconds afterwards. Then Rio on Marina ASAP. Shizuko ASAP again to like rotate. This is the trajectory. I hope I don't mess this up again. Okay, it worked out, fantastic. Then the Marina copy. 46.1. Boshi. And then... Wait. I'm gonna move it here. Yeah, while she reloads, it's like kind of the best moment. Then wait until Fraser. Yep, she's like right in the trajectory to block the fireball. She has a cover up. It's kind of smart, you know, because yeah, shield is actually like that powerful in terms of defense. Like if you saw like the Hoshino versus Hina battle, for example. Still, even if it like blocks the shots fully, there's still like the force of like, you know, there's like still a physical force that can push you away. So yeah, Isaka Marina's the next move. I was kind of afraid for now, because I didn't saw the HP bar from Nere, but it kind of like blends in with like Marina's HP, but it seems like she has none. Ah gosh. Nere after the normal skill buff. Okay, she received it, then I can release that heal. And then Marina Ui. Then Rio on Nere. Then Nere ASAP, when I can activate her skill. She will get pulled in by Ui's position. Skill, and then Nere. 15 cost Mari on Boshi. Gonna play it on 1 speed for now. Yeah, there are a lot of things happening. Okay. Then copy Nere. Next up is Kisaki and Akon Nere. 1.5. Then Reija, I can activate the ballistas. 59.5. Then use Nere again. If I can. Mari immediately. I'm gonna just heal Boshi. Then Rio on Nere. As soon as possible, do the copy. Use the copy of Nere. I think when she stops shooting is a good indicator. Okay, it seems like she stopped. 94 million. Okay, again. Then buff Kisaki in Akko. Okay, last minute. Okay, Akko. Reija Marina. Instantly. Mari and Hoshino. I think, yeah, after this one we get the course cut. After normal skill buff, Nere. Then Rio on Nere. According to the reference, we are still able to hit like one more before the transition, but it's impossible here. So I will just hit it here, then Ui. Then Akko on Nere. 31.7 or so. So we'll get a little bit chaotic. And 12 cost Shizuko to protect Reijo. And with Hoshino, I'll position myself here. And then Kisaki on level. If buff applied, use Nerve, it says. Then Rio on Nerve. And it's applied. Rio on Nerve. A7 Reijo Marina. Is this enough? Yeah, it looks like it's enough. And then Nere again. I use the copy version. Akko, if it's available. Kisaki, if it's available. Scheiße. 4 milli left. Auto. Scheiße. It's the dueling version. Scheiße. It ran out. Please, please, please. Auto. Come on, come on. Come on! Come on! Ah, we did it! HP bar's gone. The timer stopped. So it took me 2 hours 40 minutes. We're gonna do a screenshot. Let's get together, girls. 0.66 seconds. First try, by the way. Okay. Oh gosh, this is so stupid. This is so stupid. But JP Bros came up with that strat. It works. Cool. This makes the heart of a Bond level racer like happy. I will come back with another, I think, stream. Or I should do it tomorrow. Not sure, man. Thing is, there's like one more thing left to do. I cleared the Crown Assault. I can sweep from there from now on. I did like fundraising release. But there's still this year left. I have a little bit of a deadline. I think I can do that today. Go on read along stream. Maybe 4 hours. 4 to 5 hours. I can do it 1 hour, I think. I'm just gonna eat something and stuff, but I'm gonna set up a waiting room. But yeah. Marathon. But yeah, I'm gonna end it with like going to a cafe. You can have a look inside here. Cafe customization is like one of the things I really enjoy about like games customization. I think I could like do more here, you know. Suppose I had like a UE60 Nozomi, for example, I would have put up her furniture, you know, with this one Fikaris, with the big train, you know. But for now, this is like good enough. I have office stuff with like, for things like Satsuki, Makoto, a lot of Kana stuff. Mehreres like work desk there. But overall, it's like pretty nice to have like something comfy set up. Usually I was like someone who also like did it functionally, you know, invite like students to a cafe that you need for meta, bond level raising, you know. But I come often like back to this game. And I don't want to like look at walking garbage or something like that, you know. It's like kind of functional. I think here I could like improve a lot more, but also I wanted the Kisaki bond as well, and yeah. But I think we'll think something about that here. I think floor 1 is like already really good, but if we get a floor 3, then I really could like make it more optimal with like this floor here. Oh. Tresauri is here. Hiding here. You can recognize that by the long dress she's like wearing. She looks really beautiful there. Oh gosh, Aoba, so cute. But in any case, that's all for today. Thank you all for watching. Have a nice rest of the day, evening, or good night. Whatever time zone in the world you all are. With that, I'm gonna say bye bye.